Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to get the Halo achievement Headhunter, which is find and claim all skulls in Halo Combat Evolved, and you don't need to be in Legendary for this. You can do any difficulty. And you get to win this cool little background right here, and for the other ones you'll see the backgrounds you're going to win. And if you want a specific skull, I will be leaving a timestamp in the comments. Behold this beautiful list I made! It has all of the skulls, and there is 1 to 2 skulls in each level except for keys, because there's no skull in keys for some reason. But yeah, let's start from the top and work our way down. Okay, the Iron Skull is found right at the beginning of the Pillar of Autumn, and so instead of leaving with the other people, you can actually just turn around, and at the left side there's going to be some barrels, and the Iron Skull is literally just right there, so it's super easy to find. The Mythic Skull is in the map Halo. Right as you start the level, you're going to get out of like the little thing that you're in and head to the right towards the waterfall, and you're going to see this big giant rock, and it's right behind there. And so as you can see here, I turn off remastered mode to like worse graphics, and it's not there. So make sure you play in remaster mode, otherwise you're not going to be able to find any of these skulls. Next up is Boom, and it's actually still in the Halo map. So right as you get the Warthog, you're going to go down like you're going to the little tunnel things, but instead you're going to go up on this little path that's at the top here. And yeah, it's kind of slippery at the beginning, so be super careful, and you're just going to go on top of the thing until you see these 2 trees, and then yeah, the skull is just going to be right to the right of them, and you are right above a giant like canyon thing, so be careful not to fall down. And I did jump down just for fun, but yeah, you don't have to. Alright, the Foreign Skull is in Truth and Reconciliation, so you're going to come into this room where waves and waves and waves of enemies come at you, and I hate this room with a burning passion, and I'm sure other people do as well. So doors are going to open and hunters are going to come out, but for some reason a grunt came out of mine, and I think it happened too early. But the skull is going to be in there, and just be careful because if the door closes, it's not going to open again for you. Can you hear my pug snoring? Next is the Famine Skull in the Silent Cartographer, and there's actually 2 skulls on this level. So for the first one, you're going to turn left right at the beginning of the level. You're just going to avoid the enemies altogether. And that giant rock ahead of us is where we want to go. So if you go to the back of the rock, there's going to be a little path that'll let you go up to the top. And the skull is going to be right there. And for some reason, I started showing that if you turn off the remastered mode, it's not going to be there, but you already know that, so yeah. Next in Silent Cartographer is Bandana, and this is probably one of the hardest ones to get. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down this little tunnel until you get to the room where the Silent Cartographer is, and just to the right is going to be like a little opening, like balcony thing, and it's going to show, for some reason I'm just looking at that thing and I don't know why, but it's going to show there's an opening, and actually on the tippy top over here is the skull. And if you're having trouble with this grenade jump I'm going to do, turn on Sputnik, it'll make your life so much easier. So I'm just going to throw a grenade and I'm going to jump. And yeah, it's right there. So I just ran up and grabbed it. Once again, Sputnik helps, and it's amazing. Alright, so this one is Fog, and it's in Assault on the Control Room, and there's actually 2 skulls in this one. And this is another tricky grenade jump, and so once you get off of the first elevator, kill all the enemies, and then get into this middle room, and that's the opening you want to do. It should be like on the very far side. And so what you want to do is throw a grenade at your feet, and you're going to jump up to like this little platform here. Then you should be able to jump into the room there. And yeah, the skull's right there. Once again, Sputnik helps with every grenade jump possible, and it's amazing. So I didn't use it for this video because I wanted to show you guys what it looked like normally, so. Alright, the Malfunction Skull is also in Assault on the Control Room. So it's when you're in like the tank, scorpion, awesome kind of thing. So you're just going to go into this giant room, and you're going to get out of the scorpion, and you're going to go walk to the edge. And you should see a little pipe there with a skull on it, so you're just going to go jump down there and pick up the skull. And there is actually no way back up, so goodbye. The Recession Skull is in 343 Guilty Spark, and you're going to come up to like where the main thing is, where the enemies are coming out of it and everything. You're going to head to the left, and there's going to be a turret, which normally explodes, but this one didn't. And you're going to go down underneath the turret, and make sure you do it carefully so you don't die from fall damage. And just behind this little tree here is the skull. It's really well hidden, so sometimes it's really hard to find, so. Next is Black Eye, which is in the library, one of my least favorite maps. But so this is the very beginning, and you're just gonna walk down this hallway to the very end of the hallway, and this left box thing here, that's what you want to jump on. So first I cleared the enemies, and it looks like I'm going to the right one just because I'm flipped the other way for some reason. And you're gonna grenade jump up and head into this vent here. So you just walk up the vent, the skull's there. The Eyepatch Skull is also in the library, So this is the end of the map right here. Like, if you just keep walking, you're gonna finish this absolutely horrible map that I can't stand, but instead, you're gonna go to the right, and at the very end of the very long hallway in between these two boxes is the skull. And I showed you can also end the map by just walking into there, but make sure you grab the skull first, because that's what you came here for. Next is the Pinata Skull, and it's in the two betrayals map. So there's gonna be this part of the map at the very end where there's like two banshees and everything is shooting at you. So you're gonna grab a banshee, and see, this is where you need to land here on the left, but instead, you're gonna take a right. You're gonna ignore where you need to go completely. And do you see this little thing, the little tunnel? You're gonna actually land on top of the tunnel, and the skull is just right there. Last, but certainly not least, is the Grunt Birthday Party Skull. So this is in the maw, and you're gonna go to where Foehammer is supposed to pick you up, but you're gonna park your Warthog right against the pillar on the right, and you're gonna actually use it to like boost yourself up onto this railing here. And at the very end of the railing is a skull. And if you enjoyed this video, if you wanted to hit subscribe, that would be awesome. Also, I've been playing some Skyrim recently, so if you wanted to watch me play Skyrim, you could click here. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna put my videos for you. And thanks!